of you who don't know me, my name is Mrs Fraser and I'm Deputy Head at Prenton High School. I want to talk to you about how we are developing teaching at Prenton and how we can use online platforms to deliver lessons to students who are working from home. You will be aware that we are in an area identified as very high risk, where cases of COVID-19 have increased. Already this term, we've had a number of students who have worked off-site due to reasons related to coronavirus. Our staff team have worked together to consider how we can deliver lessons online, and we refer to this as remote learning. This method of teaching would be needed if we were required to send students home in small groups or in year groups or even the whole school community as we did in March. We're excited to be able to launch how we're going to do this and want to share this with you now. To do this, we have developed a remote learning policy, and the aims of this policy are to make sure that we have some consistency in the curriculum that we deliver to students. We also want to set out the expectations for all members of our school community so that we all play our part. And of course, we also need to keep data safe, so there is a section in the policy relating to this. We will use two ways to communicate remote learning. The first will be with Microsoft Teams, and secondly through ClassCharts, which you've recently had access to. ClassCharts will be used as the platform to communicate work home. Here you can see what's expected each day and you can keep a check on when work has been completed. Staff can also send messages home if a student has missed a lesson or if they've not completed their work. We will use Microsoft Teams, which you now have access to as students, and this will be used to deliver live lessons. And live lessons will be delivered if all of the class or the year group are working at home. So the teacher will deliver the lesson live and the student can ask questions and the teacher will respond to them during the session. The slides can then be referred to after the lesson if you need to do so. So, if we were required to close and we were directed to do so, as we did back in March, then we would refer to the remote learning, and this is where this policy would come into play and you would access work from home. For remote learning to work effectively, we all have a part to play. At Prenton High School, we will make sure that we provide learning that's effective and that comes home to you so that you can access it easily. Wherever possible, the student's current timetable will be used. So if we have a whole class or a whole year group working off-site, then the current timetable will be in place. The only time that this won't happen is if a member of staff is unable to deliver, for example, if they are unwell. Through this communication, your teachers will keep in touch with you and will feed back as needed. We'll also provide sessions on PSHE, Pixel and your usual form time activities as well. As you would expect, we will also always follow our usual safeguarding procedures. We will have places in school for children of critical workers, and you've already received a survey asking how many days you would need if your child is to be on site. Those children who are on site will be based in an IT room and they will access exactly the same lessons as those working at home. So, what do students have to do? You will need to check now that you have access to both ClassCharts and Microsoft Teams. You have both of the passwords for both of those platforms. If you are unable to access, please let your form tutor know or ask somebody in IT, and I'm sure we can help you very quickly. As you would expect, as in usual circumstances, please complete all of the work that's set to the specified deadline and to our usual high expected standards. Do get in touch with your teacher if you need some help and support, and do upload work as your teacher requests you to. If your teachers leave you any feedback or ask you any questions, just as you would do if you were working in school, you respond to that feedback as well. We do expect you to attend all lessons that are delivered live, and these absences, if you are not present, will be recorded and followed up in the usual way. We would ask parents to also support us to make remote learning as effective as possible. Again, check access for your student at home and also your own access to ClassCharts. Support your child to complete their work and make sure that they achieve the expected standard and hand the work into the set deadline. If you have any concerns, please do get in touch with us. We will be happy to help you. We have surveyed people to check access to IT. Please let us know if there are any issues that we are not yet aware about. As with our current procedures, If your child or a member of your household tests positive for COVID-19, please let us know. Please understand that the registers will be taken each day and we will be chasing up absences in the usual way. Clearly, safeguarding is everyone's business and we need to keep everybody safe as we deliver remotely. We would ask that students are expected to dress appropriately for learning. This doesn't have to be uniform, but appropriate for school. It's ideal if a student can receive the remote learning activities in a family space rather than a bedroom. And as you would expect, our staff will report any concerns that they have in relation to safeguarding in the usual way. As parents and carers, if you have any concerns, please do get in touch. You have contact details for your child's progress leader, and also to make you aware of our designated safeguarding leads, Mrs Roberts, Head of Student Services, Mrs Ayling, Head Teacher, and myself as Deputy Head. I hope that you found this useful and you're now aware of how we will be dealing with remote learning in the event of any school closure or students sent off site. If you are concerned or you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thank you.